Welcome back to the next lesson. I hope you've all had a good week. We are going to be looking at some HTML text formatting in this lesson. So I'm just going to insert a paragraph tag with the content of this is a paragraph of text to show how the bold tag works. So as it says here, we're going to show how the bold tag or B tag element works. So let me just quickly save that. The output obviously of the paragraph is put to the screen as a normal paragraph element would look. So how do we use the bold tag? So say there's some text that you want, obviously you want it to stand out. So it obviously defined by bold text some kind of extra importance. So let's say obviously the important bit of this tag is we want to highlight the word bold, and you'd simply do is put the word bold within the bold tag. So let's just quickly create the closing tag. We obviously need to move the bold and place it inside the opening and closing tag. So if we save this and look into the browser, so this is a paragraph of text to show how the bold tag works. So it's took the word bold, and because we've enclosed it within our B element, it has made the word bold to highlight some kind of importance. These can be used for anything. So if I cut the closing tags out and put them right at the beginning and end. So I'll put the whole of the paragraph now in the bold element, which is still within the paragraph. So that looks a bit right, let's just see. So what this has done, it's displayed the paragraph text again, but because we placed the whole paragraph within the bold tag, it's now decided to make the whole paragraph bold, which is obviously what we indicated for the browser to do. So if we just make that back down, so it's inside the bold tag, and revert that back to as we had it before. So we've now got a paragraph with just the word bold. So we're going to copy that paragraph, all its elements, paste it. So this is a paragraph of text to show how the bold tag works. Well, we did that in the top one. Now we're going to change, we're not going to use the bold tag, we're going to use the strong tag element. So I'm just going to change the B tag to strong tags, and I'm going to change, instead of using bold, I'm going to put strong, just so we know which element we're using, and I shall save that. Now the strong tag is used in HTML documents to highlight some kind of strong importance within your document. So if it's something that is strong importance, then you'd use the strong tag. In the browser, different browsers will probably give you different results, but as you can see, it's displayed the paragraph of text, and then we've used the strong tag. So the strong word is bold again, but you'll notice it's the same as the one above. Now in some browsers, you will find in some browsers some of the formatting does the same as others, so both of these makes things bold. But also remember that these are also created for screen readers, and they both have different meanings. So the screen reader will read these and instruct the user using the screen reader different ways. So although these are displayed to us in basically just bold text, they're used for other things. So just have that in mind, that they do the same thing on the browser, but for screen readers they're slightly different. Do that again. Do copy. So we've got that paragraph set up there. Now we're going to look at the I element, which is used for text that you want to show has a different mood or alternative voice. A lot of documents you'll see that is displayed in italics, that it's something different about the text. It can obviously also be used in documents. Names of people put in italics, a ship name, a certain thought, a quote, another language, a phrase, a term, technical information is sometimes put in italics. So you would use the I tag if you were doing anything like that in your document. So let's change this again, so it's just simply I, and then we'll change that to the closing I tag, and we will change the word strong to, let's just put in here italic for now, because it's also known as the italic tag as well. So if we save that, so the paragraph has been added to the browser, which is exactly the same apart from the word italic, which has got obviously an italic style, because obviously we put it inside the I tag, which makes the word italic. I hope you're following and understanding how this is working. So in the browser, anything that you think is of importance that you want to stand out that is of what we said, a thought, a ship name, information from another book, you put it in italics. Looking at another one, because there are a few to cover, I've just copied the last paragraph down, and then we're going to use the EM element, which is shortened for unphased text. So again, anything that you want to have unphased text typically also has an italic style approach to it. Again, let's change this I tag to the EM tag. Then we're going to give it some content, and I think we'll just put and as you can see, it's done the same again with the word unphased, and obviously it made it italic. But obviously the screen reader will read that different to the unphased one, so the italic won't be read exactly the same as the unphased one. It's got two different meanings. The same with the bold and the strong. Copy and paste that, and then we're going to change that to the word small, and you'll see if we put in there as well the word small, so we know that is actually what we're using. So in that paragraph we've just created, so it displays, this is a paragraph of text to show how the small, and he's actually made the word small a bit smaller, and then tag works. So the small tag element shows in the browser the text and the content smaller. The next one we're going to do is we're going to then move on to the mark tag element. So again, we'll copy that last paragraph, complete that tag as I've copied it wrong. So change small to the mark tag, and then change the closing tag to mark also, and then the content inside we'll just put mark. Oh, mark, if I spell it right. Save. And obviously this has done something a bit different. It hasn't quite worked because I've spelt this in tag wrong, so it should be mark. So that's it, so it should do it properly now. There you go. So because we've only got mark in the mark tag element, it's only going to react to the text mark, and it's obviously highlighted it. And the mark tag might be a bit different in the browser you're using, but in Google Chrome it highlights in yellow. That's so any text you want to highlight within the document, then you should use the mark tag element. And then we shall create another paragraph. And this one we're going to be using the del, which is obviously shortened for delete. So the delete tag element, and then we'll actually put the word delete in there. Let's copy and save that. So this is printed. So back down to this last one. This is a paragraph text to show how the delete tag works, where you can see actually the delete words actually had a cross put it. So that's how you define stuff deleted within your document that you still want to display, and it's just got a line through it. So that's how the delete is shown in your browser. So anything you want to show that you've deleted or no longer available, for example, you use the delete tag that puts a line through it. And then we're going to move on to another bit of formatting. So let's copy that paragraph there again. That, and we're going to get rid of the delete, and we're going to do the ins tag. So we'll create the opening ins, and we'll do closing ins, and you probably guessed that it's actually the insert tag. Now that shows in the browser I'm using, it displays the paragraph the same, but the word insert is actually underlined. So if you need to highlight words that you've inserted, or you're inserting something into your document, for example, then you use the insert element. And then we just come in to the last two now. So these are similar, so I'm going to copy and put in two new paragraphs. Now the first one is the sub tag element, so I'm just going to change the opening closing tags so it does what I need it to do, and then the sub, and then the sub closing. And these are short for subscript text and superscript text. So let's just save this and see what it actually does. So as you can see, it's done the same, apart from when it gets to the insert. We need to change that. It's not insert, so that will be the superscript tab, and that one is the subscript. So, okay, so the superscript tag actually places it like half a line above the line that you're actually putting in, and subscript goes the other way and puts it half a line below. Now for things like formulas, so let's just show an example here. The basic one everyone knows is H2O. So for that you'd need the subscript, because in the thing the number 2 is actually on the line below. So if I put the H, then the 2, and then the O to the side there. So these are normal text. The H and the O are normal text, but obviously the 2 in the middle you need to have it half a line below, because that's how the formula is normally written in the world of science, which is exactly what it's done there. So it's taken H and then put the 2 as subscript, and then the O as normal. So it's only using the 2. It's only got the 2 as content, so it's only subscripting the number 2 to make it look like a proper formula. And the same with the superscript, which is normally used sometimes, for example, footnotes, where you've got things and then you just want to put something slightly higher, say the date, For example, the second, you know what, number 2, and then the ND is written half a line above. In some documents, I'm sure you've come across something like that. I'm just going to put in horizontal rule here. I'm just going to show you something a bit different. Using the paragraph tag, I'm going to put this is a paragraph of text. And then I'm going to create another one by copying this one. I'm just going to put in, this is another paragraph of text. Now, on the screen you'll see that these display one after another. So a paragraph will start a new line and leave a space. Now, there is a tag, it's called span. Now, the span tag is an inline element, and we use this to mark up part of our text in our document, and we can also use CSS and JavaScript to manipulate the span that we create in our HTML. Now, one of the things where this comes into its own is changing text. But let me just do it like this first. This. So I'm actually using a span to display some text. And then you'd think it works just like the P element until I copy another span, and you can see that the span does not start a new line, it just starts straight after. So if you've got two spans together, they go side by side, there's no spacing in between or no character return. So the span works with not a lot of properties, it just stays as it is. But this is great for certain things. If I just come back up and delete, just get that to the screen a bit so we just see what we're working on. So if I change this paragraph, have a big red car and it is amazing. Display that. So we just got one sentence, straightforward paragraph text. Okay. Now, where we can use the span. Now, before we've seen where we put our attributes in here, we can put different things in here, but let's just put a CSS thing in here. Okay, so that will change the whole of the paragraph text. But where the span comes in, say we just want to highlight the word red. So we can just pop in the span, place the word we want to put in there, and this time we've got the paragraph's text but only the word red. And that's what the span has done. Whatever you put inside the span, you can manipulate separate to the rest of the text in the paragraph. So we've just got the text red out the paragraph, put our opening and closing span around it, and then use the style attribute to change the colour of the text to red. And you can use any colour you want. So that is how you change things within paragraphs rather than doing the whole sentence. And obviously there's things we've learnt previous in this lesson that you can change different things anyway by using those, but this gives us a bit more scope because there's different things you can use in style, but that's a CSS learning curve. So we've got red. So here we can also put the bold tag here and the word big, so we can still use these inline things we've learned above. So there I have a big in bold, red in red car, and it is amazing. And you could also, so this is a way of like making the text pop out a little bit more. So using the italics there, so I have a big red car and it is amazing. So the word big is in bold, red is in red, amazing is in italics, and you can mix and match these as you please, but it just gives you a bit more scope, and you can use span more than once. So let's use span there. Put italics cut. So we've actually done two things there to the one word. Because all these are in line, you can mix them inside each other. So we've took the word amazing and put it inside our I or italics tags. And then we've also put a span around our italics tag element by using the opening and closing, and then we've got a style to the whole thing. So anything inside the span will be coloured blue. So because we've put our italics amazing inside there, it will turn it blue as well as keep the italics. And as we look in the browser, exactly what it's done. So there's a handy little thing that gives you a lot of power and a bit more formatting in your document, and I'm sure that is one of the tags you'll be using quite a lot going forward. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If I could ask a favour to help support this new channel, that you hit that subscribe button and then select all on the bell for future videos that are coming out. And then I'd appreciate if you also hit the like button. This will help the channel grow, and then I shall carry on doing videos as I know they're being watched and appreciated. And then can you also check out the website that I'm just briefly going to show you. So this is the website that I've created to help with this course. You obviously see it's BF Creations. Down in the download section, you'll see that there are some download sheets, and simply for each one you just click on the download and it will appear up in the corner, and it will download to your PC or laptop or whatever you're using. Thanks for watching this video, and I shall see you in the next one. On this course they are released every Tuesday evening, so hopefully you'll follow along, and clicking that bell will help get notifications of that. So thank you very much, and thank you for watching.